Hey guys, oh my gosh, I miss you guys so much. So much has happened. I don't even remember the last video I made. I hit Wonderland. I don't know if I told you guys that. Was doubting it. I literally was in disbelief for like 3 weeks, 3 weeks. I couldn't believe I had hit Wonderland. I thought there was something wrong with my scale. So, I want to talk about a couple of things. Denial and your mindset. So I've been in denial that I hit Wonderland because I just couldn't believe it. I never thought I'd get down under 200 ever again, especially when I was like over 100 pounds. I am 190. My ideal weight per the nutritionist is another 10 pounds. I feel like I can do maybe another 20. Once I've maintained it for a year, I want to go ahead and do my removal of the excess skin. Now, I think that when I remove the excess skin, it's probably going to be maybe another 5 pounds that I lose. I have had a couple of people come up to me that are taller than me say, oh, you're crazy if you want to weigh 170. 170 is freaking, you're going to look like a crackhead. You're shorter than me, I'm taller than you, and I weigh 170, and I hate it, I'm trying to gain weight. So, I don't know if I'm going to stick with the nutritionist ideal goal weight, or if I'm going to go ahead and do mine. My goal weight is like 163, 165, but we'll see. I'm already feeling like I look a little too skinny, like I look like a bobblehead. My head's kind of big for my body now. I know that sounds hilarious, but yeah. I've always felt that, like when people would lose like a lot of weight that I knew that were heavier, I always felt like they kind of, if they lost too much, they look like bobbleheads to me. I don't know why. Do any of you guys ever look at somebody and think they look like a bobblehead, their head's too big for their body? I do. Anyways, back to the denial. So, I have put on all these clothes. Like I threw out all my clothes that don't fit me anymore. Mind you, I've had clothes in my closet for years that just fit me now. I'm talking about over 10 years. I have kept every size that I've ever had because I would fluctuate, and I was like a roller coaster with my weight. I would go from 300 to 250, from 250 to 280, from 280 to 240, from 240 to 320. I mean, like it was just back and forth. I had everything in my closet from a size 13 till a size 24 or 26. And I would keep them when I would lose the weight because I knew I would end up going back. I threw 6, I gave 2 bags away, and I took 4 of them to Salvation Army of the clothes that don't fit me anymore. Just because I swore to myself, I am not going back. I do not need those clothes that don't fit me anymore ever again. If anything, I'm going to be going down, not up. My son's godmother gave me size 14 pants. She was giving away clothes that didn't fit. I told her I really needed pants. She said, well, what size are you? I said, like, I'm like an 18 or 16. And she was like, well, I only have size 14. I was like, well, I'll fit in a couple of months or, by next year. She gave them to me, and something told me to try them on, and they fit me loose. So, yeah. That's where the denial sets in. I put clothes on that I think that I would still cannot fit into, and I fit into them. My mind has not caught up with my body and my weight loss. I feel like I'm still fat. I feel like I'm still that 300 plus pound person. I feel like even when I put the clothes on and I know they fit, I mean, I put size 14 and like a large t-shirt on, and when I walked outside, I like covered myself with my big old coat because I was like, oh my God, I look huge in this. And it wasn't until I looked at a picture of myself I'm constantly taking selfies now. It's not because I'm stuck up. You guys need to take selfies. It has nothing to do with self-confidence, self-esteem. It has nothing to do with, being overly confident. It's seriously just like self-awareness. I took a picture of myself and I felt so huge in the clothes I had on. And when I saw a picture of myself, I realized, oh my God, I look thin in these clothes. And here I am covering myself up because I feel like I look huge in these clothes. I feel like these clothes, like the pants that I had on weren't a 14 but a 24. The shirt that I had on wasn't a large but a 3XL. I felt like that's what I looked like in it, and it wasn't the case. Yeah, so ladies, take many pictures. Who cares if people think, oh my God, she's so stuck up. Oh my God, she's so stuck on herself. Oh my God, she's so obsessed with her weight. No. If you feel like you're too fat, if you feel like you're not losing weight fast enough, take a before and after. Put them together. Compile a little photo collage like I've been doing and realize how far you've come. If the scale's not showing you your clothes the way they fit, you will. I've always said that. I truly maintained that. I was stuck at I don't remember if it was 240 or 230, and I just could not lose any more weight, but my clothes kept fitting me smaller, so I was like, yeah, I'm good. Now, let's talk about hair. Let me talk about hair. My hair is getting so thin that it's not even funny. I just started a job, you guys. This is why I have not been on here a lot. I'm working for the Department of Homeland Security, and it was really rough. Like, I went to Georgia for 2 weeks, came back. My training was really extensive, and I haven't been taking my vitamins. That's why my hair looks the way it looks. Thank God that I have this awesome, my son's godmother's awesome with hair, and she hooks it up and makes it look full and thick and beautiful, even though it's really not. Once in a while, like on a special occasion. But, okay, so let's see what else. Excess skin. I'm getting a lot of it. It's not like bad. Like, I was talking to somebody on Facebook and they had me cracking up because they were talking about a flap. And it made me think of the movie Click with Adam Sandler playing with his freaking flap, flapping it back and forth. No, I do not have a flap. In fact, let me show you. I look so white. That's because all my excess skin actually, you see this? It's down here. Gravity takes place. But you see? No flap. No flap. See? It's all back here. That's why. See, this is where my back is, and then this is all excess skin. When I stand up, let me try and stand up for y'all. Look at hot mess, and I don't care. Ooh, almost lost y'all. See, you can still see my scars. They're like really, really. If anybody knows of a good scar cream that they've used on their sleeve scars, let me know, because I'm so damn white, they will not go away. And I think it's probably too late anyways. So, there's like this little flap. It doesn't look like a lot. But when I bend over, I look like a pregnant dog. And then my legs, like, I don't want to take my pants off, but like I got a lot of excess skin. So I think that by tax season next year, I'll most likely be able to remove my excess skin. I want to be at my goal for at least a year. Without fluctuating too much. Like no more than 5 pounds fluctuation as far as up or down. Yeah, my hair's like super thin. I think that's it for now. Ladies, don't give up hope. Keep taking pictures, before and afters, comparisons. Put on some of your old clothes that you had on at your highest weight. If you feel discouraged, it'll come off slowly but surely. I felt discouraged because my last post-op, I haven't been back in forever. One of the nurses, my doctor's nurses, was saying that I wasn't losing weight fast enough, asking me what I was eating, telling me not to do protein, to do half sandwiches or whatever. I don't do carbs anymore. It's like really rare, seldom that I do carbs. I've been doing them a little bit more since I started work. And somebody had told me that you do need a little bit of fat in order to lose fat and in order to burn fat. And like you do need carbs. And I realized that when I started eating just a little bit of carbs, like maybe a sandwich a week, because I was like zero carbs. Zero. Like no bread, no rice, no nothing, no pasta, no nothing. I realized I added a little bit of carbs into my diet and I actually started losing it more because I was kind of at a standstill. I just make sure that I like really, 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 really portion my stuff out and not go overboard. There was something else I was just talking about. Lord, I've got brain farts. The carbs. There was something else. Do you guys have that problem too? Like, I feel like my brain is foggy. Malnourishment, I guess. My doctor's assistant had told me that I wasn't losing the weight quick enough, and she got on me. And I think I would have had a lot more excess skin if I would have lost as much as she said I should have lost. Like within the first couple of months, she said I should have lost like 50, 60 pounds. And I had only lost like 30. I have been losing it a lot slower. Mind you, my surgery was April 28th. I was over 300 and something pounds when I first started the situation. This whole process, I started September of last year, just like as far as dieting myself and preparing for my portions and all that. Because I didn't want to go in there blind. I basically, I think it was November was when the first time I saw the dietitian. I started the process November. I was over 301 pounds easy. I stopped weighing myself at 301 pounds, stopped taking pictures of myself. I was at least 330, 345, 325, 330, around there. I am now 190 pounds, and that is since last September, October, November, around there. So you guys can do this. I know you can. Sorry, got a message. Don't listen to your doctors if they're saying you're not losing it fast enough. I mean, of course, listen to your doctors and follow their directions. But don't be discouraged if they make comments as far as you not losing it quick enough. Your body is not everybody else's body that's been, through this procedure. Your body is your body. It's going to lose weight at its own pace. As long as you're following doctor's orders and you're doing what you have to do, don't be discouraged if you're not losing weight as quickly as they'd like. It will come off eventually, as long as you stick to the plan. Don't go off plan. Don't start emotionally eating. Don't do any of that just because you're discouraged, because that's how we got into this vicious cycle, and we're here to break it after this procedure, not to fall back into it. Watch what you eat. Don't pay attention to the scale. Pay attention to your clothes. Take a lot of selfies so that you can see your progress. Don't beat yourself up. Get out of that fat girl mentality, because it's not you anymore. And peace and love. Be blessed.